Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. From the core of my heart, on behalf of Kekedas College and the team e-Adhyayan, I am welcoming all who are present here today for the 2 days workshop on teaching, learning and evaluation, e-learning. I would first request you, please mute your audio and video during the workshop. If necessary, you will unmute your audio and video. Please mute your audio and video, please. Today you are fortunate enough, since with us, within a few minutes, Professor Dr. Basab Chaudhary, Honorable Vice Chancellor, West Bengal State University, will be here. And now, one encouraging person of Calcutta University, Vice Chancellor of Academic, Professor Dr. Ashish Kumar Chattopadhyay, is with among us to inspire and encourage us. Dr. Debashish Pal, without his support, it was impossible to conduct such a workshop. He is also with us. Today is the foundation day of Ulvedia College. And we are here from 25 different higher education institutions across West Bengal. So let us dedicate the workshop in the auspicious day to all staff of Ulvedia College, who continuously looking forward in the field of higher education. Now may I request Dr. Debashish Pal, Principal, Ulvedia College, for his welcome address.
Respected Professor Chatterjee, Vice Chancellor, Calcutta University, all of my colleagues, students, and my friend, the Principal of Kekedas College, Dr. Ramkrishna Prasad Chakraborty. Really, today is a historical day to us because we crossed 72 years. It's a long, long journey. We crossed 72 years from 1948, 16th August, we started our journey. We completed 72 years and we are going ahead 73rd to on and on. On this auspicious day, we, on behalf of governing body Ulvedia College, as well as from students, teachers, and non-teaching staffs of Ulvedia College, as well as from our community surrounding our college, welcome all participants and dignitaries in this workshop. In this situation, a pandemic situation, we believe, we feel, all of our teachers, that we need some workshop which can motivate, which can make a skilled person to reach our students. We know there are a number of students, those do not have very good internet access. But still, in future, we are thinking this kind of communication to the students as well as between the teachers and non-teaching staff will be a part. I think within few minutes, Basab Babu and Basab Chaudhary will join and this workshop will be very successful. Thank you for participation and welcome again to Professor Vice Chancellor Professor Chatterjee of Calcutta University. We are really very fortunate enough, and the entire e-Adhyayan team in in the beginning of the workshop. We appreciate this all young, energetic teachers of KK Das College, along with my friend Ramkrishna Prasad, is growingly, gradually, this team will reach in each and every corner of the West Bengal with their communication skill as well as expertise. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you, and stay well, stay safe. In these few words, I completed my welcome address. Over to Ramkrishna Prasad. Ram, sir, Ramkrishna Prasad. Hello.
Thank you, Dr. Paul, for
Yes.
your touching welcome address. I will request you to just to contact with our Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice
Already I
Chancellor.
contacted. I contacted, but within few minutes
Okay.
he will be in our team.
He has joined. He has
Already
joined, sir.
joined, sir. Already,
I have
Professor
joined
Chaudhary.
already.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my regards to the Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs, my very good friend Professor Ashish Chattopadhyay. Ashish Babu, আপনাকে দেখে ভালো লাগছে খুব অনেকদিন পরে।
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my regards to Dr. Debashish Pal, Principal of Uluberia College, and my regards to the Principal of KK Das College, and my wishes to all of you. I am there.
Thank you, sir. The objective of this workshop is to develop ourselves by sharing our knowledge. In a couple of days, we'll talk about the Google platform for education to support our student. How can you support our student 24/7? We want to develop ourselves through the sharing of our knowledge. In the changing society, we have to cope up with the new technology, ICT, for sake of ourselves and our student, and also for our institution. And in this 10 hours, we will continuously interact with you on this basis. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor for his inaugural speech, who always encourage us and our team. Sir, please, Dr. Ashish Chattopadhyay, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Academic, Calcutta University, for his inaugural speech.
Hello. So, respected Professor Bashuk Chaudhary, Vice Chancellor, West Bengal State University, respected Dr. Debashish Pal, Principal, Uluberia College, Dr. R.P. Chakraborty, Principal, KK Das College, other faculty members, participants, students. I know that today, although the workshop is a similar type workshop already they organized several times, but today is a special occasion because this is the 72nd foundation day of Uluberia College. So I must congratulate in particular the principal and the other faculty members of this college for arranging this program on this particular occasion, because this is a time where we need strong support from online basis for teaching, learning, and evaluation. So this is ideal time to propagate this concept among the faculty members, students, scholars, so that they can successfully use these tools in order to enhance the teaching learning process in the society, because due to the pandemic situation, the physical contact is very difficult. But we cannot stop the process, so we have to go ahead. I know that there are several limitations of this online program, in particular related to the bandwidth of internet connections and the facilities used for internet connections. But we have to overcome, we have to try to resolve these problems so that all the participants, students, they can avail this opportunity. We have to think about it, how this can be done. But this particular workshop, that is, I know the topics, I have seen the list. It is very interesting and encouraging. The team, I know the team, Dr. R.P. Chakraborty, R. Pal, N.K. Vaumik, and P. Pal, the principal and the other faculty members of the computer science of K.K. Dash College. They are organizing this program several places, several times for this particular purpose. So I know they do this very well. So I encourage all the participants to follow this program very carefully, because it will help you a lot. So try to follow each and every lecture carefully, and if you have any query, you just ask over chat. They will help you. And this Google Suite, I may mention that this Google Suite is a very good platform which can be used for several purposes like accounts, Gmail, Drive, Docs, Sheet, Slides. Many options are there. So you need to know the users of those platforms properly. That this will help you a lot. So I again wish success of this workshop and hope this will really help you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your
Thank you
encouraging
very
speech.
much. And Ramkrishna, thank you, sir, from Ulbedia College, teaching, non-teaching and students. And stay well. And Ram, please, could you please inform us how many participants from Ulbedia College on this auspicious day they joined or they participated? How many teachers?
Okay.
Approximately more than 100, right?
Near about hundreds. Near about.
Okay. Okay. That's great. That's great. Out of 155, there is near about 100 participants from Ulbedia College. Thank you, everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We'll start from the beginners, because some of you know the platform you are using also this one. So we will start from the very lucid manner and from the beginners. But before that, one person who encouraged me, and like me, there are so many principals and other administrative staff of the different higher education institution for the purpose of the accreditation and to establish themselves, to prove themselves. That is none but only one Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Basop Chaudhary. Please, sir, we are for your keynote address. Sir, please unmute.
Good morning to all of you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. Please.
Okay, respected Professor Ashish Chattopadhyay, one of the very great scholars of statistics of the University of Calcutta, and now occupying the prestigious position of Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs of the University of Calcutta, where I was also working, and I had the privilege of working with Professor Chattopadhyay. Professor Chattopadhyay is also a very great gentleman. I have seen very few persons of that gentlemanliness that I have found in Professor Ashish Chattopadhyay. So my regards to him at the very outset. He nicely summarized. He nicely summarized what the purpose of this particular webinar is. He nicely summarized. Respected Dr. Devashish Pal, I have been to his college many times when I was working as registrar of the University of Calcutta, and whenever there was any program, he used to call me, and he used to tell me that whether I refuse the invitation or not, he will take me there. So that is the relationship between him and me. Professor Dr. R.P. Chakraborty, he has admired me, but I don't think I deserve that kind of admiration. I try to say what I know, little bit of it. And because of my experience in academic administration for a very long time, because I have been in academic administration from May 2008. So 12 years of academic administration, and I try to do things in my own way, in the sense that, I type my letters even now when I am working as Vice Chancellor. I draft my own things even as I am working as Vice Chancellor, because basically that becomes quick. So that is how I work. And my university, West Bengal State University, that is a very small university, in the sense that, work wise we have only eight officers, out of which there are six officers, and 64 non-teaching staff, of which 35 are regular employees. They have been permanent just very recently, and 35 of them. And there are less than 100 teachers. With that, we have 54,000 registration every year in undergraduate, and about 2,000, about 1,000 in postgraduate. So with that, we are running our establishment. Initially, it was a big problem for the university when I joined. The result publication and all those stuff were very, very difficult. I also did not know a lot, because as registrar, I did not see the controller of the examination section of the university. uh, Gradually I picked up the process of working as controller of examination also. So I have to write notes for registrar, I have to write notes for vice chancellor, I have to write things for controller of examination, because that is how I guide people. Otherwise, things go here and there. So that is how I am working. uh, uh, about this webinar that is happening in different colleges, I have my own views and I try to tell that. But prior to that, I must say Professor Chattopadhyay has very correctly said that uh, in this pandemic situation, we have no other option but to go for this kind of technology assisted platforms. That is number one. And number two is that technology assisted platform, if it is not accessible to everyone, it is a problem that also Professor Chattopadhyay said, that the digital problem, digital divide, and how to solve the digital divide is a challenge for all of us, not only for the universities but also for the governments of the state, of the center, of the different states, because we are a federal structure, and here the state and the center, all of them will work together. Otherwise, it is not possible. So everyone has to work. It is said that 24% of the people in India, they are only having this digital connection. Most of them do not have Android phone. In Calcutta University, at least you are getting students who are more urban. In my university, 40 to 50% students are first generation learners. That also, the girls are coming from difficult sections, minority sections, and they are coming for the first time to the university, so they do not know the etiquette of the university. Calcutta University is a totally different university. It is being administered by also very good people at the top, and Calcutta University is having its own culture for 162 years. In our case, it is only 12-year-old university. Initially, the university did not have anything. In fact, there was no boundary wall. On one side, the boundary wall could not be constructed because of the local pressure. But last 6 months, I had to work very hard and tell them that I will do this, I will sit over there if boundary wall is not made. And somehow the boundary wall could be constructed. That is how we are working in our university. And somehow Professor Chattopadhyay also has come once to the university, and he knows that how we work. But gradually things are improving, and now we are having a better atmosphere, better environment in the university. In this pandemic, let me tell you a story. Before March 2020, in the year 2019 November, there was a report in a newspaper that in the province of Wuhan in China, there is a virus that is dangerously affecting people. So we came to know about that news, and as usual, it happens in China, so we are not concerned. In March, 1st March or 2nd March, one of my friends who works in a very good company and very high position, he said that be prepared for a big lockdown in this university, in this state of West Bengal and in the country. So I laughed at him. I said that it is simply not possible because India is a big country. So many people are depending on these small jobs. Some are pulling carts, some are rickshawalas, some are selling vegetables. So for India, lockdown is not a possibility at all. I told them that. I told him that. But then one Sunday we were asked to, keep at home. Keep ourselves confined to homes, and we were told that we cannot go out. And then in the evening, just banging your utensils, you just give support to the people who were successful in making this confinement. After that 15 days, there was lockdown, and we were very happy that yes, without any program, we are having these holidays. So that's also very good. But gradually, then the lockdown became a reality, and what my friend said, I realized that what he said. I mean, I thought that he was having very good connection with Delhi and other great, because he's having a very good job in a very large company. So he knows many people. So he said that this is going to continue for months, and you have to prepare yourself. I did not see any lockdown in my life. I did not understand why this lockdown and how this lockdown could solve our purpose. That also at that time I did not know. Gradually I came to know, and all of you have come to know. And this is our experience. This is our experience. This experience is collective experience. What is the collective experience? It is not individual experience. All individuals, when they come together, they form a collective experience. And that collective experience is, there is a virus called SARS-CoV-2. This SARS-CoV-2 virus is a dangerous virus. Prior to this SARS-CoV-2, there was a SARS virus in the year 2003. That virus was killing people much more than this SARS-CoV-2 that is now with us these days. Prior to this SARS-CoV-2, there was a MERS virus that was also killing a lot, but the point is it was also not that dangerous. This SARS-CoV-2, SARS-CoV-2 is not killing many people. What it is doing is it is infecting people to a very large extent. And this infection is being caused by the exhalation, by নিঃশ্বাসের মধ্যে দিয়ে যেটা বেরোচ্ছে, exhalation, EXHLATION, exhalation of from our body as we talk or as we go near to a person and we leave our carbon dioxide containing gas outside. So it is going by in that manner to the environment at large, and it is causing problem. That is number one. Number two is that this SARS-CoV-2 that is new also in the sense that it is just like a sponge ball. On the sponge ball there are spikes, just like pins, and those pins are all along the sponge balls, and those pins are RNA and ribonucleic acid, and that ribonucleic acid is causing havoc with human body. They are going into the epithelial cells, and then they are sitting on the epithelial cells and going to your respiratory system, causing problem with your respiratory system, causing damage to lung, and all the lung nodules, those lung nodules are getting affected. It is not only that, it is causing problem in your taste, it is causing problem in your smell, it is causing problem in your vision, conjunctivitis. It is causing problem in the circulation system of the body. That is also very dangerous. And I came to know very recently that it is causing kidney problem, and that is how people are dying. My daughter incidentally has completed her MD this year in psychiatry. MD in psychiatry from Institute of Psychiatry, SSKM. She is an MBBS from Arjikot Medical College. She has been posted in MR Bangur Hospital. because of the bond posting, MR Bangur Hospital, and today also she is not there. She has gone to hospital. I was asking her, and she told me that all the deaths which she has seen and has certified death certificate, they are all kidney failures and dialysis. Dialysis, they have gone for dialysis. Kidney failure has taken place, and kidney is an organ you do not know. It is something called creatinine that gives the measure of kidney functioning. When creatinine is 1 point, it should be around 1.1, 1.2. When it goes to 2, there is no problem with kidney. Kidney will do the function. All on a sudden, it is exponentially rising. It will exponentially rise, and then the kidney function will try to be affected, and then it will stop. It will just not work. And then the only thing is you go on dialysis. And once you go on dialysis, there is no other way. The other organs, if they do not work, and I know dialysis because my father had to be on dialysis for some time, and that was a very painful thing. My one of my in-laws died while dialysis was being administered. So that is how, dialysis is a very bad thing, because the entire blood comes out, and I have seen the machine sitting by my father. It used to go for 4 hours. So that is how people are dying. And this report is saying that this SARS-CoV-2, that SARS-CoV-2 is also other organs, in the sense that when someone is getting cured by SARS-CoV-2, cured from SARS-CoV-2, then that particular virus will remain in your body in the sense that, in the form of some damaged organ. It will damage some organ on long term. So 78% people, it is said that, they are getting long-term damage because of this SARS-CoV. So that is what people are saying, and people are afraid because this is infectious. It is infectious, and you just think that all on a sudden in a particular city, a large number of people are getting infected. What will happen? Everyone will be afraid that, this SARS-CoV-2 may kill us. So people will go to a hospital. If they go to hospital, our hospital system is not for all the people who are in this country, because it is a large population. 130 million people live here. 130 crores people live here. 1.3 million. 130 crores people live here, and the overall population of India the world is 780 crores. 780 crores and 130 crores. It is 1 out of 6. For every 6 persons, 1 person is an Indian. So that is, with this number, it is very difficult to control. For government, it is very difficult to control. We know those who are in administration, Professor Chattopadhyay knows, the other administrators know that when a large number of people have to be served with a lot of information and with a lot of service, it becomes difficult for a person. All of you know, the principals, Dr. Devashish Pal and Dr. Ramkrishna Chakraborty, Ramkrishna Prasad Chakraborty, they also know to what extent it is difficult to give service. Now, when so many people, because of the fear of their life, when they go to hospitals one after the other, there is a big problem on the hospitals, and the hospitals have to remain in a state of alert always. In order to reduce the infection, therefore, what is the procedure? Do not go near to a person who is infected with SARS-CoV-2. Do not go near to the person. How can you not go near to the person if you go out for work, and if your buses fly, if your trains fly, then how can you ensure that you will not go? Then the state comes into work, and state says, do not go out. There will be lockdown. You are locked in your house, and you cannot go out of your house unless the government allows, or unless you are in an extremely busy job where you have to go. So that urgency is important. So that is why this mask, because when we talk, the exhalation comes out. So because the exhalation comes out, if you put a mask on, the exhalation will be inside. And when you are away from, even if one particle, one droplet comes out, from before it reaches 6 feet, it will just fall on the ground. So that is why you maintain a distance of 6 feet. Minimum distance of 6 feet. It is better. Cocktail is very bad. For example, when you are working, you speak to people one to one. 6 feet one to one. Do not bring many people. That is why crowding. One should avoid crowding. And every institution, whether it is an academic institution, whether it is an health institution, whether it is a market, whether it is a commercial institution, bank, any institution, they are following this particular method of social isolation, social distancing, because by maintaining social distancing, you can somehow try to save yourself from this infection. I think I have been clear now. Chatrara, I asked Dr. Devashish Pal whether I'll speak in English or I'll speak in Bengali. He said that I should speak in both languages. তাহলে আমি যেটা বলতে চাইলাম ছাত্রদেরকে সেটা হলো যে কেন তোমার SARS-CoV-2 সমস্যা করছে, বিকজ অফ ইনফেকশন। এটা মারছে না বেশি লোককে, 2 to 3%, 3 to 4%, তার বেশি মারছে না। এখন তো অনেক লোক সুস্থ হচ্ছে। আমাদের স্টেটেও কিন্তু আমাদের রাজ্য সরকার যেভাবে কাজ করেছেন, এটা মানে রিমার্কেবল। এত লোক, এত পপুলেশন ডেন্সিটি এই পশ্চিমবঙ্গে, কিন্তু সেখানে তুমি যদি দেখো তাহলে কিন্তু সত্যিকারের মৃত্যু হচ্ছে ডেফিনেটলি। মানুষ অসুস্থ
আমাদের
হচ্ছে।
কিন্তু আজকে এখানে মাস্টার মশাইরা আছেন, সব মাস্টার মশাই।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, there is no student.
There is no student because it's a training program how to teach the student.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So you think about it that although there is death, the population density is so large over here, and the population is not always educated, because because we are all teachers. We may not go to our office. We will get our salary. But think about a person who works in Posta. Have you been to Posta? I have been to Posta just to buy certain things, and I love to do marketing. So I go to, I love to do marketing, and wherever, even in Uluberia, I went to there and I just look at different different fruits and other things, and I try to buy a little bit of, I speak to them because I love people, people connection. That I like very much. Because if you talk to them, what is Uluberia, what are they thinking about Uluberia, how do they grow up in Uluberia, how will they make their town a better place. So I ask them, where is your house, you stay here, how long have you been staying here, and I ask them. So point is, if you go to Posta, you will find how concentrated that people are. Someone is pushing a bullock cart, man is drawing that bullock cart, some people, 2 persons are drawing, 2 persons are pushing, and a lot of sacks on them. All of you have seen. Over here, how can you really how can you really do the job of keeping infection away? How can you do that? From time to time telephone comes, and that is very disturbing when this webinar goes on. But I cannot stop telephone from coming, so please excuse me. So the point is, it is very difficult to stop infection, because people need their livelihood. People need something to eat. So that is why they are going out, and they are trying to defy the social distancing norms, which they do not know. It may cause a lot of problem in their life, in their living. So all of you know all this. Now, this is SARS-CoV-2. This is the history of SARS-CoV-2. If you keep yourself away, if you maintain social distancing, if you do not go out much, if you do not go into crowding, there is a possibility that you will not get contaminated or infected by the virus. That is why you put mask on, you put gloves on, and so on and so forth. The RNA virus that we talk about, this SARS-CoV-2, this RNA, that is hydrophobic. What is the meaning of hydrophobic? Oil is hydrophobic. Water and oil, if you keep water and oil, you will see that oil is floating on the top, water is at the bottom. So oil is at the top because of density, Water is at the bottom because of higher density. Oil has a density of say 0.8 gram per cc, gram per ml. Water has a density of 1 gram per ml, ordinary temperature. So the point is this, because of that, oil is at the top. Once you start the system, once you agitate the system, oil water will form an emulsion, and gradually it will take time to separate the oil. You will find the droplets. If you take mustard oil, shorsher tel, if you take mustard oil and put little bit of in your hand, on your palm, and put a drop of put a drop of few drops of water, and then you just rub the two hands, you will find that it is becoming white, exactly like milk. Milk is exactly like that. It is basically emulsion of fat in water. Milk is basically an emulsion. Milk is basically fat in water, oil in water. Fat is basically oil. Now the point is, this SARS-CoV-2, the RNA, because that is hydrophobic, that hydrophobic thing, when you wash with soap in detergent, that goes away, and that is why cleaning your hand with soap is the best possible method, not your sanitizer, because sanitizer is having alcohol and other things. Some people have drunk that alcohol and have died. That also have been reported. Now, sanitizers are possible. I do not use sanitizer much. Most of the time, if I go out, I just try to wash my hands. I go to university 2 days or 3 days in a week, and not many people come. I do the work. So because I do all the work, it becomes easy for me. I know registration, I know migration, I know everything. I know examination jobs. So I issue everything. I just tell the registrar that you sign over here. I am sending this. So the students' lives are saved. And I yesterday at about 11 o'clock, I have sent 20 emails to different students just to tell them that we are there. Don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. We will try. All the teachers will try in every university. We will definitely try to solve your problem. But the point is, give us time, see different viewpoints, different things are emerging. So that is basically this thing. SARS-CoV-2 is, I told you something on SARS-CoV. Now, suppose SARS-CoV-2 has put us in lockdown situation. What will we do? Do we continue to be in lockdown exactly like a vegetable? Or do we try to explore new avenues through which we can continue our teaching and learning job? That is the question. That is the fundamental question that also Professor Chattopadhyay asked. That what will you do? Will you stay at home and will not do anything? Or will you try? When your main road is blocked, when your lanes and bylanes are blocked, how will you work? It is known as leapfrogging. Do you know how frog moves? A frog jumps. A frog jumps. During Bill Clinton's administration, when the science in United States was going down, and it was necessary to give uplifting to science education and science culture, he talked about leapfrog technology. What is the meaning of leapfrog technology? Leapfrog technology is basically just like a frog, you jump and move. And you do not go linearly. It is not a translation motion. It is a motion vertically, just like a projectile. So you go, move in the, you jump and move away. That is how. We are also doing the same thing. How? Because in lockdown, if you sit quietly, you will get bored. The students will not get you. The students will not be able to see your face. Anyway, they are not seeing. So what is the best situation? If not face to face, come on picture to picture. If not face to face, come on picture to picture. What is the meaning? Picture to picture is basically that situation where I can see Professor Chattopadhyay's picture and speak. Professor Chattopadhyay can see me on picture and can speak. And in this manner, we can continue. And when a large number of people are there on the platform, there may be interaction. And through that interaction, it will be possible to continue the teaching and learning process, right? I have made the point clear that in this lockdown situation, what were the options before you? One option was kichu korbo na, I will not do anything. What do I do? Ami barite boshe thakbo, porashono korbo, I will not do anything. Yes, that is an option. Second option is no, I will try to reach the student. Let me see how I can continue. And that is where the technology is coming. Technology was coming, technology was there, these platforms were there, many people were doing webinars, but the webinars did not become this popular without this SARS-CoV-2. See how, any war, you talk about Second World War, you talk about First World War, any war, whenever there is a war in the human civilization has progressed the fastest. You talk about Second World War, all the plastics came in during the Second World War. The first plastic, I am from chemical engineering, so I know, polyethylene, polythene. You see polythene bag, polythene cupboard, polythene carboy, where you bring your kerosene and other things. Polythene. This polythene came in 1937. When did the Second World War start? 1939. And then nylon came in. Nylon, for getting the troops from the helicopter to the ground, nylon ropes were important, and nylon came. All the big discoveries there, Teflon, the one, your non-stick utensils. All these materials came during the war because the war puts you in a very difficult situation. Then you try to, innovate. You try to innovate because innovation is a must. Without innovation, when life is very normal, innovation does not take place. Everything is going on nicely. I'm going out, I'm getting my food, and I'm enjoying my life. I'm going to movies and things like that. That is why people say why Bengalis are a bit lazy. Bengalis have reasons to be lazy. Gujaratis cannot be lazy. Do you know why? The Ganges has flown over here, and every year the Ganges has given us polymati, the topsoil, and that topsoil is extremely fertile in the sense it has many nutrients. And because of that, if you just throw something, you will get a lot of crops. So what do you get? What do? You get up at 10 o'clock, you have your rice, you take one lady's finger from your garden, you take one brinjal from your garden, you just make a little bit of boiling, you have a pond, you take one fish from there if possible. If not possible, forget that also. You eat something, you look at the sky, you write poems. I'm not saying writing poem is bad, but the point is this ease of life, ease of continuing with your life has given the Bengalis a character. That character is basically the Bengalis can think. The Bengalis' head have improved because of the fact that you did not have to think of your food and shelter to a very great extent. You were happy, contented with small things. Go to Rajasthan. It's not easy to get your crop. So they have become, extremely diligent. They had to.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir. Your
Yes.
due to our scheduling in entire workshop, 5 more minutes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Devashish Babu. Okay. So in 5 minutes, 11:44, I will complete at 11:49. So the point is that is how it goes on. You see, that is how it goes on. Now, because of this pandemic situation now, how will you do your teaching and learning process? The only option is go online and try to reach students. I was telling my principals that suppose many students do not have online facility. What will you do then? At least 20% of the people are having online. So they are taking the notes. Let those students who are taking the notes, those notes in physical form, they should carry to the students who are not getting this facility of online connection. So that I am creating COVID warrior. I am creating COVID warrior in my college. I am creating COVID warrior in my university. That the students themselves will go, and the students themselves will try to reach their friends and tell them, this is the material that we learned. This is the material that we had in the last webinar, and I just pass on. And that is the material. We 35. and a small quantities. You create this awareness so that students would do the job, and that is create a cooperation, because in this cooperation is important. When and must come and only way we can reduce the gap is a culture cooperation. And how can you create culture cooperation? The culture cooperation the teachers in the college. I mean, teacher means no teacher, student, not teaching staff, everyone, administrators, everyone. So this is my point of view. Pandemic has pushed us to overtake. It is not the best solution. There is digital divide. It is not the best solution. But then, based a partial solution is better than no solution. Even a differential equation is having a partial solution, because it does not have a complete solution. Complete solution is not possible. Because a tough problem does not have a complete solution, at least we have a partial solution. And this webinar, this method, this technology assisted platform that has given this partial solution, so that we can reach our students, so that we can reach our friends and people outside quite far. And in this manner we can continue our discussion, we can continue our collaboration, we can continue our cooperation, not face to face, but picture to picture. It is not the end. It is not the best. We know it is not the best. But anything lower than the best is better when no solution as compared to no solution. So some solution is better than no solution. That is what this technology assisted platform is giving us. I hope it is 11:48. I will complete at 11:49. So I hope that all of you will think about it. We'll try to improve. We'll try to innovate, because this is time to innovate. If you innovate, you will be able to create a good culture in the system. If you do not innovate, you will fall back. When do you innovate? You innovate only when you are forced to innovate. This innovation was not necessary before COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, but SARS-CoV-2 has forced us to innovate. So that is what what my lecture is all about. I'm indeed grateful to Dr. Devashish Pal and Dr. Ramakrishna Prasad Chakraborty for giving me this opportunity. I tried to say something. I do not know whether it fell flat on the audience, or the audience were to some extent, receptive to what I said. If I cannot do my justice to my lecture, then Dr. Devashish Pal and Dr. Ramakrishna Chakraborty are responsible. I am not responsible. They are responsible. I am not responsible. So thank you very much. All of you kindly stay safe, take care, use mask, maintain social distancing, follow the government order, go by the government circular, because it is the government which is trying the most to maintain a good order in the society. Follow the pandemic rules. It is 11:49. Thank you, Dr. Pal. Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty. Thank you so much. And Sir, Professor Ashish Chakraborty. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Bashub Chaudhuri. He is not only our Vice Chancellor, he is really, if you think about the Uluberia College, his presence in different occasion, and definitely today is our auspicious date, but I should mention one thing. There are 4 trees which was sapling when Bashub Chaudhuri put in the soil as a long time ago, about 5 to 6 years ago. Thank you, sir, and I appreciate your lecture, and all of us definitely.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Ramakrishna.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty. Thank you.
Lucid elaboration and the.
Hello,
linkage.
Ramakrishna.
Yes. Linkage of this online platform together with this.
Audible.
Audible. Yes, me audible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Chakraborty,
yeah.
audible.
Linkage of this
Okay,
online
okay.
workshop together with your COVID-19. So we are not for this lockdown period. We are thinking about the coming days demand of the society. The online and the chalk and talk method. There should be a blended method. The judicial mixture must be there. Without the chalk and talk, the education system cannot be completed. But this cannot be support the student 24/7. But this virtual classroom that will talk about that virtual classroom in the first half. We are going into the workshop now. That will be discussed. How can we give the support? And before that, all of you know that the name of Google Drive. We'll talk about two things here. One is Google Drive, and another is Google Classroom. So let us now introduce the concept of Google Doc, under which you can have the idea of collaborative work on Google Doc, Google Sheet, and Google Slides, and on Google Forms. Now, the first part is very easy and lucid thing will be discussed on Google Drive. Mridul, are you here? Mridul?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You start your presentation on Google Drive. And after that, in the first half, we will start Google Classroom, just the introductory part of Google Classroom.
Sorry.
Yes, Mridul Bhaumik.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Mridul Kanti Bhaumik, representing Department of Computer Science, KK Das College. Here in this session, I am going to share about the effectiveness of some useful Google tools that can be used in virtual teaching learning process effectively. I have been a part of some workshops on this type ICT in teaching learning process before, but in this workshop has some specialty. What is the specialty? It is the 72nd anniversary of Uluvaria College. I would like to congratulate all the stakeholders of the college. Thank you all. Before I start Google Drive and Google Docs, I would like to tell you something about.
There is a request. Please, the participant Alok Roy, Soma Niyogi, and others, please off your or video because it will get okay. When you will call for that, you will off your video and audio. Soma Niyogi, please off your audio. Tuhina Sarkar, please off your video. Dalia Hajra, please, by each and everyone, I am requesting just off your video and audio. Soma Niyogi, Dalia Hajra, please. Tuhina Sarkar, please mute your audio. Start, Mridul.
Yes, sir. Now, what is the recent trend? Educators or administrators in this type of higher education learning space rely on the learning management system. In recent years, some learning management systems have emerged with features specific to higher education. Then what is the learning management system? A learning management system is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and delivery of educational courses or training programs in a system. That is learning management system. It is a software. Now, what is the difference between learning management system and e-learning software? E-learning software offers the user access to a curated digital library that can include videos, ebooks, and online resources. The primary function of e-learning software is to provide the user with a large content library for self-guidance or learning to our students. But what is the learning LMS platform? It may offer content libraries. They focus more on managing the learning process, stories, and tracking individual or aggregate progress. Most vendors offer e-learning software that can integrate it with learning management system platform. Learning management system offers the following core function. What are the core functions? Enable the educators to develop an educational workflow, create, administer, and grade homework, assignments, projects, quizzes, and tests, and collaborate with the students and the co-teachers through a centralized platform and track the students' progress. That is the main feature of a teacher or education system. Now, LMS versus virtual learning environment. What is VLE? Virtual classrooms typically have a larger focus on collaborative aspect of learning. Products that are marketed by VLE may have stronger discussion forum or students collaboration features. Actually, the learning management system and virtual learning process is simultaneously same. What are the features and capabilities of learning management system? That content creation, content management, assessment creation, assessment management, learning object repository, grading and feedback system, course management, student and instructor or teachers portal, collaboration tools, progress and data analysis, and cyber ethics. We should know the ethics of online systems. In learning management system, there are so many platforms are there. They are used in higher education system worldwide. Some of them are Blackboard, Brightspace, Canvas, McGraw-Hill's Content, Moodle, a tutor, etc. There is a wide range of free or open LMS software. However, these products can be costly to implement and customize. These LMS platforms have higher upfront costs, but also typically include a dedicated support staff and professional services. Most paid LMS do not advertise pricing, but quotes frequently ranges from $2.5 to $4 per user per student per month, up to a certain number of users. So, selecting and purchasing a learning management system has become a major financial and strategical decision for colleges and universities. But I personally prefer considering open source system as a viable option for our learning management needs. That is Google. That is Google Suite for Education. Google is an American company, you all know about it. It is considered one of the big four companies like Amazon, Apple, and Facebook. The company's rapid growth since incorporation has triggered a chain of products, acquisitions, and partnerships beyond the Google search engine. What are those? Those are work and productivity, that is Google Docs, Google Sheet, and Google Slides. Email, We already familiar with that. Scheduling and time management, Google Calendar. Cloud storage, Google Drive. Social networking, Google Plus. Instant messaging and video chat, that is Google Duo, Google Meet, and Google Chat. Language translation, that is Google Translate. Mapping and navigation, Google Maps, Google Earth, Street View. Video sharing, YouTube. Note taking, Google Keep. And photo organizing and editing, Google Photos. Now, what is Google Suite for Education? G Suite for Education is a suite of tools that can help you increase opportunities for communication, collaboration, and creativity, all while supporting the learning objectives that you have for your students. It is free, ad-free, 24/7 access. It is collaborative. It is reliable and secure, as Google is a secure. One login for everything. That is the main point. One login for everything. And it can be used from any device, that may be from mobiles, maybe from the laptop, maybe from desktop, maybe from MacBook, maybe from tablets or something else. Any platform, any device, we can access Google Suite for Education. These tools are already used by millions of students around the world. The best thing is that these tools are relevant to the students, easy to use, and open the doors to many new ways to learn. Now, what are
Midul, someone started their presentation. Please, participant, maintain one thing: off your video and don't present. So please off your video and don't present anything.
ভিডিও অফ করুন।
এটা বারবার বলতে খুব খারাপ লাগছে, আপনারা টিচার, একটা ওয়ার্কশপ চলছে, বারবার বলছি ভিডিওটা অফ করুন, আর কেউ প্রেজেন্ট করবেন না, প্রেজেন্ট করবেন না, প্রেজেন্ট করলে প্রবলেম হয়ে যাবে। A lot of participants are why your camera is on.
বীরেশ্বরদা ভিডিও অফ করুন।
Midul, just to start again. Someone started their presentation here. Why they have started, don't know. Pijus Kanti Das, off your video. Start again.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it visible?
Yes. Quick, Midul. Yes. Someone started
it
their
is visible. Yes,
start
go ahead.
Okay, now, okay. Carry on.
Now,
Yeah.
what are the applications are included in the core service of Google Suite? That is Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Form, Google Site, Google Calendar, Google Meet, Jamboard, and Google Classroom.
In the 2 days, we will discuss on this particular thing.
On these topics, we will discuss in this 12 features of Google.
Tuina Sarkar, please mute. Why this type of we need to discuss this one? Off your video, mute your audio. Yes. Carry on.
Now, what is Gmail? We are all familiar with this. Gmail is a free web-based email platform that offers spam protection, and it's completely ad-free in the G Suite for Education account. Now, Google Drive. What is Google Drive? Google Drive allows us to store our files securely and access them from any device, as well as create, open, and edit our files. We have unlimited storage space with Google Suite for Education. But in the market, we know 4 different types of cloud space. One is Dropbox, another one is OneDrive, iCloud, and Google Drive. What are the company? Dropbox is from Dropbox Incorporates, OneDrive from Microsoft, iCloud from Apple, and G Drive from Google. Websites are Dropbox.com, OneDrive Live.com, iCloud.com, Drive.google.com. But in the basic space, free space of Dropbox is 2 GB, OneDrive is 5 GB, iCloud is 5 GB, and Google Drive gives us 15 GB. Sharing option. Dropbox sharing is possible, OneDrive sharing is possible in the web and iOS devices in case of iCloud. And for G Drive, it is easily possible. Now, platform availability. Dropbox can avail web, Mac, iOS, Android, and Windows. OneDrive, web, Windows Phone, Mac, iOS, and Android. For iCloud, web, Mac, and Windows. For G Drive, web, built-in Chrome iOS, Android, Mac, iOS, and Windows. App integration. In case of Dropbox, no native app is available in this Dropbox. It gives access to the Microsoft Office. For OneDrive, it is difficult to integrate with the services beyond Microsoft. That is, beyond Microsoft, it is not possible. It is very difficult. In case of iCloud, it is handy for Mac and iOS devices only. But in case of G Drive, based third-party app integration and editable using its native Office apps. So, Google Drive is the best cloud storage platform for collaborating in small teams. In case of larger, it may be same iCloud or OneDrive or Dropbox, it may be. But in case of small teams, small means around 1,000 or less than 1,000, it is best storage platform in the in front of us. Now, Google Docs. What is Google Docs? Google Docs is a free web-based word processing tool that allows us to create and edit documents online and collaborate in real time. Google Sheets. It is a web-based spreadsheet tool. It is just like Excel in Microsoft tool. Google Slides. Google Slides is also a free and web-based presentation tool that allows us to create and edit presentations online. Now, what is the basic difference between Microsoft Office and Google Docs, Sheet, and Slide? It is convenience. For convenience, Google tools lords it over Microsoft Word. It is accessible on any computer or mobile device, regardless of the operating system. We don't have to worry about having a latest version of the app, latest version of Microsoft Word or Office, since Google updates it automatically in the background. And when we share our document, there is no wondering if the recipient's version of documents is compatible with it or not. In fact, documents can open all sorts of file formats, including PDF, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Next, features. There is no question that Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint has many more features than Google Docs, Sheet, and Slide. But if we are looking to do serious formatting and layout, then Microsoft Office is the desirable app for us. But if we are doing only the basic documentation or basic document processing, then Google tools may be all our need. In case of security, if the security of our document is a primary concern, such as with the legal documents and so on, then we probably want to use Microsoft tools locally. That is on our computer hard disk, not on the web, instead of Google tools. But be fair, Google does say that they strive to protect the privacy and security of our document. But we cannot say that absolutely certainty that it is impossible to hack into Google server. It may be difficult, but it is not impossible. Because NASA's site can be hacked by corporate people. So, Nobody can say that it is impossible. It is difficult, but it is not impossible. So we can say that sensitive documents we have to save in our hard drive instead of in the cloud. Collaboration. Although the both apps offer real-time and asynchronous collaboration, Google Docs truly shines in this area. Sharing documents and controlling different access level for various people are easy to do because it gives three types of collaboration, that is viewer, commenter and editor. Okay, next. But collaboration on Microsoft documents through the web means some features are not available. Co-authoring on the desktop version of Word requires saving the file into OneDrive and share it to the people. They have to download that and work on this. The experience of sharing and collaborating is not much convenient in Microsoft Documents than the Google Tools. That is the difference. Now cost. When it comes to cost, we cannot beat the fee. Free. Google Tools are free and most users only need to pay for more storage in their Google Drives. But in case of Microsoft, there are a number of packages and pricing options. We can buy Microsoft Office for a one-time fee, Microsoft 365 for a yearly cost or monthly subscription, maybe whatever maybe it is. But it is cost worthy. But Google Tools are free. So we have seen the both applications' strength and weakness. We will find ourselves using both and switching from one to another depending on the situation and the project. Whatever we need, our need for the documentation processing, either Microsoft Office or Google Tools has got us to cover. So next is Google Form. It is a free web-based tool to create surveys and quizzes that collect response information in real time. Google Sites, it is a free and easy way to create and share websites and web pages. Google Calendars, the web-based calendar platform and completely ad-free in the G Suite for education accounts. Google Meet, we are communicating with each other now through Google Meet. It is a communication and collaboration tool for video calls and screen sharing. And last, it is Classroom. So before I am going to Classroom, I want to say what is Google Drive. Now, go to Google's page. Now, there is a 9-dotted area in the right corner of the screen. That is Google's magic box. It has given us Google Apps. So click on it. You will get variety of tools of Google that will help us for our teaching, learning, and evaluation process. Now here it is Drive. If we go to the Drive, I am clicking on it. It is opening. It is just like our hard drive. We are familiar with the C drive, D drive, E drive, even on G drive for our pen drive or something else. It is just like a drive and it is stored in the web. Now, it is opening, it is a bit slow. We can store our files, our folders into the G drive and it will store in the cloud. Okay, now my drive has opened. If we want to create a new folder from our drive, so create a folder. Okay, Just click on it. Where it is? I have to create a folder over here. So go to new. Yes, it is. It has come. An untitled folder has come. So I want to rename that folder. Suppose today's date is 16/8/2020, and click on create. It is working, and a new folder has come containing name 16/8/2020. If we click on this, the folder will open, and no file is in this folder. So if I want to create a new file, just click on new, and what file I want to create? Just new file in doc. Just click on Google Doc. It is loading. One untitled document opens. So first target is we have to rename this. Just click on the untitled document. And rename this. Suppose we want to prepare a question paper. Suppose test on IT. This is the file name. And what is the feature of Google Doc? Again, we need not have to save the file after this. Okay. Now go to the collaboration part. I want to share this to my principal sir and my colleagues. Just click on share and share with people and groups. Just type their names. Just give this email ID. Suppose Rituponna and Poland. Okay, I am giving this file. I am sharing this file to 3 distinct peoples. Okay. Now here is the option viewer, commenter, and editor. I am going to give them the editor option and send. Click on send. Now people are added. Now I am going to prepare a question paper. Suppose test on IT. Sir, please enter. I am working on the top.
Oh, okay.
Test on IT. Yes. One question. I have not pasted. Dr. Ramakrishna Pudar Chakraborty has pasted this. Okay. And
this was in a Word form. I have pasted on this doc form.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And section A. Where is section B? I am formatting the question and others are adding some questions on the question paper. Yes, I'm going to give it in on the center, and font has to be big and it has to be bold. Okay, now I am going to type some questions. Input and output devices.
So in this way, a question can be made within 10 minutes, and 3 or 4 person will be stay in different places across the world. They can prepare the question paper within a few minutes. So this is the beauty of doc. So the collaborative work can be done in such a way and with real time. This is one new thing which cannot you get in the Microsoft Word.
Yes, our question has been prepared. This is the way. Okay, if I want to create and it has automatically saved in our hard drive and on the folder 16/8/2020. If I want to create another I want to create a Google Sheet over here and prepare our timetable. Okay, now untitled spreadsheet is opening. Yes, first of all I have to give the name of this file. So click on untitled spreadsheet. Yes. Still working. Yes. I have to rename it. So suppose timetable. Okay. Now I prepare my format on timetable. Suppose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And suppose timings are 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now I am going to share the file to the same person. Okay. Now share. Click on the share, and I am going to share. Put the mail IDs of. Yes, it is.
Different work can be done sharing this to the student also, and that is called the student activity with the teachers. That can be done.
Yes. Yes. Sir.
Yes, I got it.
Yes, sir. I am going to format it. Yes, it should be in the center, and there should be. It should be also in center. Okay, it should be bold. It should be larger in size. and this should be also bold and larger in size. Okay. Yes. And now I can say here. Okay. Our timetable has been prepared. And give border. Yes. Yes. We can give colors also. Okay. This is the main feature of collaboration. And what we can say that we can collaborate with our teachers, we can collaborate with our students. Okay. This is the main feature of Google Docs, Sheet and Slide. We can prepare a slide also. Now just click on this, right click on this and go to Google Slide. Here it is, the last part, before more. Okay, click on it. One slide will open. One untitled presentation has opened. Suppose we are also going to share this. Okay. Suppose slide on input device. Input input and output device. Okay. Now I'm going to share the same thing to the same paper. He is going to share. Screen will open. Yes, it is coming. Okay. Yes. Yes. And yes, I have shared the presentation, and now I am going to give some new slides over here. Yes, new slide, new slide. Okay, 3 slides. I am going to type. Yes, input. I think Polomi has changed the screen. Output devices. Okay. Next, I am going to next slide. Somebody has output devices already typed, and Ritupurna is typing on this example. Okay. Okay, they are preparing the slides. But one more thing I have to say on this. That just click on the test for which we have made in the doc. If our question paper has been set up, then I am going to, if I just change the sharing option, they are editors. If I can, if I just give them as a commenter, then they cannot edit the same. They only can comment, or if I say that just viewer, then they only can view the sheet, view the doc. Okay, just after completion of this work, I can change the sharing option also. Okay, in case of sheet also, discard. In case of sheet also, we can also change the sharing option by the same way. Okay, just click on this option and just change the option and save it. Okay, then he or she cannot change the timetable or some question papers or something else. Okay, and another is, suppose I want to create, I want to upload a file or a particular whatever particular folder into this drive, So what should we do? Just click on new. Just click on new and go to the file upload or folder upload option. Just I am going to upload a file. Just click on the file upload option. You can click on here, or otherwise you can right click on this and upload the file. Okay, just click on upload file.
The file will be automatically.
Okay, I have some file on my desktop, so click on this. A brief history of computer I want to update upload from my desktop. Okay, just click on it and click open. One file is going to be uploading. That upload finishing upload, and one upload complete. Okay, and a brief history of computer in the doc format only. It has come. But if I want to click on this, if I want to open this file in this platform, just double click on it, and there will be an option open with. Just click on this. Okay, Google Apps using Google Docs. You can third-party apps, Lumin PDF. You can direct link creator, that is share and share option. You can just create the link to other person also. Just click on Google Docs. The file will be open using Google Doc. It is open. Let it be slow. Yes, it is opened in the Google Doc format. But if we close this, okay, the file will be in the same extension, the docs in the Word format only. If I want to convert it, then we can convert. But it will be remain as it is if we do not convert it. Okay, that is the main feature. Now, if I want to go to our classroom, last option was where I was there in the classroom option. Now, what is Google Classroom? Google Classroom is a free application designed to help students and teachers to communicate, collaborate, and organize and manage assignments, grade, and give feedback, and much more. Actually, this classroom gives us the 24 hours, 24/7 classroom support for the benefits of the student. We are using this since 3 years. We are taking attendance digitally, taking exams online, giving assignments, and many more. Okay. Now, how I can create, how one can create a classroom? Vidupurna, can you?
Okay.
Sir?
Okay. So, you have finished it. Rituparna, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that what Ritu tried to make you out that you can go through the Google Drive, and there, first of all, you have to acquainted with the Google Docs, which can be shared by other colleagues, and the collaborative work, research work, or any type of work, classwork can be done. And second thing is that if you keep your all the notes for the what you support to the student in your Google Drive, now through the classroom or any other, you can directly collect these notes from this drive and keep it in your classroom. And this is the virtual classroom that will be discussed by Rituparna Paul. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the time for the introduction of Google Classroom 1. And there will be second part of Google Classroom 2 tomorrow. So, Rituparna, this type now Google Classroom.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Hello, all of you. A very good afternoon. And I'm Rituparna Pal from Kekatash College, Department of Computer Science. And in this session, I'm going to show you about the different features of Google Classroom. Okay. Let me first present my screen.
When the presentation will be start, would you please mute your video? Is there any problem of some of the participants who cannot able to off their video? Yes, there is an option for off the video. Please go through that and click on that. Devi Prasad.
So the first thing we have to remember is that this Google Classroom is actually a LMS, that is a learning management system. Okay. So what is this LMS? Now, very first thing I want to say is that we are not trying to replace a traditional classroom system. We know that this chalk and talk method is the best method. We are only using this virtual classroom in simultaneously with our traditional method for the benefit of the students. Now, so let me first show you that what is this, how this Google Classroom works. Sir, am I visible?
Yes, present it here. Okay, carry on.
Now, what is this Google Classroom? Now, the first thing, it is clear that it is a LMS, that is a learning management system, which has been provided by Google at a free of cost. And we know that learning management system help in maintaining and maintaining documents for any preparation, administrative work, and teaching learning process also. Now, the most important features of this Google Classroom is that it is a 24/7 platform which helps the students to bring the students' works online. Now, we know that when we go for taking any classes in the college or any classroom, we have a very limited period of time to interact with the teacher, to the students, and also we have to complete our course in that due time. So in order, we know that student might have any problem, we may not interact, or we may not get back to the students properly at that time. So this virtual classroom can one of the platform of interacting with your students for 24/7. There is no time boundary. Now, what is the features of Google Classroom is that one of the important features is that since the students are providing the online work, so they get more engaged in teaching and learning environment. There is a continuous engagement between the teacher and the students. The second thing is that it helps everyone to save time and organize our assignment workflow. When we go through the classroom, after seeing the different features, we will able to see that how we can save our time and organize our assignments. Okay. There is some strategies, that is inbuilt strategies of the Google Classroom, which helps for managing the students' assignments. The most important factor is providing the feedback. We know that the feedback to the students is a very important feature. It since it's a 24/7 platform, so it is the important feature that we may try to reach most of the students and provide them with the proper feedback. Okay, so what we will learn today is how to create classroom, how to add teachers and students, how to upload materials, providing doc, PDF, and video lectures, provide shareable link with the classroom from your drive, how to assign the assignments to the students, how to evaluate the students' assignment, take online tests, maintaining students' record, provide personal feedback. We can provide a personal feedback to the students, we will see that, and also get some feedback from the students. So let's get started. Okay. So in order to find out the Google Classroom, what we have to do is that we are aware of this magic box. Okay. So this magic box consists of all the Google application. If you scroll down, you will get a Google Classroom application. This is the Google Classroom. To create a class, we have to select this one. So we just select this classroom.
এটাই ফোন করতে বারণ কর।
So a page is opening. We can see this is the screen, that is a home page of the classroom. Here we can see this is all the classes which were previously created. So let us try to create a new classroom. In order to create the classroom, what we have to do is that if you come in this right hand side, you can see beside this magic word there is a plus icon. Okay, so if you click on it, you will get a two options. One is to join a class and another one is to create a class. Now as a teacher, what now, there is something I want to make it clear, that what I am trying to do is the functioning of the teacher. Okay, so what I am going to do is going to how the teacher going to function or do in this Google Classroom. And for this today and tomorrow's workshop, dear participants, you have to act as a students in this classroom to get all these assignments and related to the workshop or any queries related to the workshop. So first thing is that let us create a classroom. In order to create, as a teacher, we have to create a classroom. We will just go to the create class option. So okay, so I just continue it. Okay, in order to create a class, you can see that I have to provide a class name. Okay, let me provide a class name. This can be any name you want to provide. e-Adhyayan. Okay. Now this is a section, so I just provide this as a technical session 1, technical session 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Subject I go for writing as is of online teaching. can provide a room if you want to do that. I'll just then after filling this tab, I will just go to this create option. Okay, so I just select a create. The class is creating. So here is the class. You can see this is the homepage of our classroom. That's e-Adhyayan ICT Technical Session 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is how my classroom going to look like. Okay. Now if you consider it as it's a very easy to implement and very easy to follow, if you consider it as a compare it with our real classroom. Okay, in the real classroom we have a structure, right? When we enter into a classroom, we have a room. Similarly, over here, if this is a virtual classroom, which consists of this, and it's going to look like this. Okay, so the classroom structure has been created. So what we need now is we need some teacher and a students, right? So from where we going to add these teachers? Now you can see here is a 4 features or functions, that is stream, classwork, people, and grade. Now, in order to add my co-teachers and the students in my classroom, I am going to go to the people option. Okay, so if you just click on the people option, you can see we get 2 things, that is teachers and students. Since I have created this classroom, so my name is by default present over here. The very first thing I'm going to do is first invite my co-teacher. Now, in this virtual classroom, I can share this virtual classroom with my other co-teachers in the department too. Okay, it is accordingly your wish whether to add a co-teacher or not. If you want to share your class, then you can add a co-teachers. See, how to add this co-teacher. If I go to the right hand side, you can see this icon over here. There is, if you click on it, we are asking to invite a teacher by their email ID. Okay, let me add my principal sir as a teacher in my classroom. Others also. Okay, and producer for okay. This is how I am going to invite the teacher. I will just write the email ID, and after selecting the teachers, I am just going to click the invite option. Okay, so I have given them invitation to join my classroom. They will get this notification in their mail to join this classroom as a co-teacher. Okay. Now, when they will accept this thing, you're going to see this thing. You can see it will. The message has been sent. So give them some time. Let them give some time to join this classroom. Till then, what we can do is that we have to add the students, right? So we have a teacher, now we require a student. So what we are going to do is that if you see this option, like the teacher, here also we can write the email address of the student to make them join in the classroom. And it might also possible that we don't have the email address of all the students. It might happen. So what we're going to do, you can see my teachers has joined. Okay. So in order to make them join, what I do is that if you come to this home page of a classroom, you can see here is a class code. Okay. So if I display it, if I enlarge it, this is the class code through which the students going to join my classroom. Now, since I will ask you, dear participants, to please use this code to join my classroom. Now, how to join my classroom? Let me first show you how to join. Then I will again show this code. Okay. Okay. See.
Just copy this one to the your chat box.
I am showing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just copy it. Dear participant, just you join in the class. So all the documents will be given in the classroom, and we will be getting in touch with you after your workshop through this classroom only.
Okay, I have already given this class code in the chat box. Okay, so let me show that how the students going to join this classroom, rather than how you participants going to join this classroom. So if you go to this classroom app, that is, if you go to, like, okay, if you go to this classroom app, I have shown you that there is one plus icon, right? So this plus icon, we will get a two option, that is create class and join class. We have already shown how to create class. Now how the students or you participants going to join my class. So just select this join class option. So if you click this join class option, they going to ask for the class code. You can see the ask your teacher for the class code, then enter it over here. It is here where you have to provide the class code, which I have pasted on the chat box. Okay, so let me show you the class code again. So I will request all the participants to please join my classroom using this class code. Okay, let me display the class code. This is the class code.
It's going to show how many have joined already.
Yes, sure. One second. Okay. Only 13 students have joined this classroom. It's 21.
Only 21 students have joined. Okay. So all the participants are requested to join in the class. And we will proceed for the next part. First thing is create a class, invite the co-teachers, and invite the student in the classroom, in the virtual class.
Please.
Yes, any problem? Class code is given in the chat box, also in the WhatsApp group.
Missed it. I've just entered and left.
Okay, I just display this. This is the class code. This is the class code, ma'am.
Silbhadro, just will you please off your video? It is not look like very good. You are in a workshop. Silbhadro.
দিয়ে দিয়েছে যাও এই দেখো দিয়ে দিয়েছে
এটা কি করে করব এবার জয়েন করব
ক্লাস স্কুলে কি করে জয়েন করব ওই ক্লাসরুমে যাবে দাঁড়াও তোমার ক্লাস
Join class.
ক্লাস
Please go to the classroom application, then select the join class option.
দাঁড়াও লেখার দরকার নেই
Okay, let me see how many students have joined so that I can proceed further. Okay, 31, sir. Should I
Only
proceed?
31. So you proceed. Just once again you show them how to join. Somebody has get a problem to join. Just you show this one. You see the ladies and gentlemen. Just see how to join. The plus.
Okay, see, I go to this 9 dots, that is a Google magic box. I scroll down and I go to the Google Classroom. Okay, this is the classroom. If I click on this classroom, beside this magic box, there is a plus symbol, right? So if you select this plus symbol, you will get two options: to create a class or join a class. Now, to join this classroom, you select a join class option. Now, you see, here is where you have to provide with this class code, which I have displayed it. So this is the how the students going to join the classroom using the code. You have to provide this class code over here and you will be able to join my classroom. Okay. So
Okay,
Okay, let me proceed now. Okay, you can see that I have a three total four teachers, including myself, in the classroom. Now, what I can do is that if you select one particular name, suppose I'm selecting my principal sir, and if I come to this three dot on the right hand side, then I can send him any email, I can remove him, and I can also make him a class owner. Now, since I have created my own classroom and I'm by default the class owner of this classroom, if you want to transfer your ownership, then you have to select the make class owner. So once I transfer my ownership, no longer I will be the owner of the classroom. Yes, I will be the teacher in the classroom, but I won't be a owner of this classroom. Okay. So this is the how you're going to function as a teacher. So you can see here we already have a 66 students. So here today I am going to first show you the first features, that is stream. What is this stream? Now, in order to share anything in the classroom, suppose I write down anything in the classroom. Suppose I write hello everyone. Welcome. So if I okay, if I write this thing and just select this post option, then you'll be able to see that thing in your stream, okay, in your home page of the classroom. Now, what if I want to give any notice or I want to attach any document with it? In order to add or attach any document, you have to select this add option. You can see this attachment option. This is an add option. Okay. So when you go for this, you will get a four option, that is add from drive, link, file, or YouTube. Let me add a file from my device. In order to add a file or anything from your device, we have to select this file option. So if I click on this file option, okay, I have to go to upload option. Then they will ask for me to browse a file or drag a file here. So I'm just going to browse my file. It's opening. Okay. You can see that it is asking for me to browse a file from my device. So I'm just going to type a file name. Okay, let me type this one, that is notice. Once it is typed, I will just open it. You can see it is getting uploaded. See, it is already uploaded. So after doing that, I'm just going to post it. Okay. So once I post it, you can see the participants as well as the teacher can see this thing in their classroom. Okay, that I have given a notice. Okay. Now suppose if you want to delete or edit anything, then you have to just go to this three dot. You can edit this total notice or this post. You can delete also, and you can also copy this link. Okay. So this is how the stream option, whatever we teacher going to post, whether it is assignment, video lectures, or any notice, and even if the students give any comments or any queries, they can. It is all viewed in this homepage, that is in the stream option. So participants, we are now ready with our class structure and also with my students and co-teacher. Now what we have to do is that I have to provide some materials. Okay. Okay. You can see someone has given me a comment that is Sangeeta Rakshit has I've received. See, this is how the stream functioning going to show. Now, in order to add materials, we have to go to this classwork option. Okay, I go to this classwork option. I just select it. Okay. Now, what we can do in this classwork? See, it is already shown over here. Create assignment question, use topics to organize your class. See, if I go to this create option, then I can see that I can give them assignment, quiz assignment. I can take online test using quiz assignment. I can provide a question. I can provide material. I can reuse a particular post also. So very first thing as a teacher is that I am going to provide some materials to my student. Now, what is this material? This material can be your learning modules. It can be your video lectures, that is pre-recorded video lectures. It can be a PDF. It can be an image file. It can be a doc file also. So first, let me create a material. So I go for selecting this material option. Now, when I go to this material option, they were going to ask me about this title. Now, what is this title? Suppose I want to give a subject name, or this is a subject name which I am going to provide. Now, suppose I am providing a subject name that is a computer related subject. I am providing that is data structure. Okay. Now in description, I am using this. I am giving the name of the subtopic which I am going to show them. So I am just writing sorting. Now once I am done with creating my title and description, what I am going to do is add my material. Okay. You can also create a material if you want to create at present now. Then you can just create using doc, slide, sheet, drawing prompts, etc. Okay, this functioning you have already known now, that how to create doc file, PPT, slides, Excel, everything. Now, what if you have already have some materials saved in your drive or in your file? Then how to do that? See, in order to attach any pre-recorded things, just go to this add option. Now I have an option from Google Drive, file, link and YouTube. Let me first show how to add anything from Google Drive. So I will just select the Google Drive option. So I have already shown you how to upload any file in the Google Drive. Now the advantage is that if you keep all your file in the drive, then it can be easily available and it can be easily uploaded to your class. So I just go to my drive. Okay. So see, in my drive, I have innumerable of things, that is document, PDF. So it is very difficult for me to search for particular thing, right? So if I want to give a video lecture, so I'm not going to search all this. I'm not going to just go on searching in this. What I do is that search in drive option. Now, if you go for search in drive option, they will ask you, you can search using a file type, date modified or owner. So I didn't remember the date, so I'm just selecting a file type. Okay. So if I go on file type, and I'll just go for choosing a video option. So see, once I select this video, all the video which are uploaded in my drive will be shown over here. So I'm going to select one of the videos. Suppose I'm going to select, say I have just given a right click. Okay. If you want to go for another one, just select another one also. Now it is showing that two selected. Okay. So I'm just going to insert it. When you upload anything from drive, it is little faster. Okay, you can see how faster it is getting uploaded. When I tried to upload anything from my device, it was taking some time to browse the file. So it is very save our time to if you upload anything from your drive. See, this is how you're going to upload anything from your drive. So another important thing is that you can also add a YouTube lecture. Suppose you want to add a YouTube lectures, you just go to the YouTube option and you want to just suppose you want to search for it. Suppose I want to search a mod short video. You just go for searching in the YouTube. Now it is taking some time. You can see there are many videos, so I can just select one of it. So I just select this one. It is of 3 minutes, so I just select this one and I'm just going to add it. You can see this add option. I'm just going to add. Okay. Now, if anyone already have the URL or the link of your YouTube channel or your YouTube videos, then what you can do is rather than searching, you go to this URL option. Okay. If you go to this URL option and if you just paste that link over here, that will be added in this material file. Okay. Now, I have shown you how to add anything from Drive and how to provide a YouTube lecture also. And in this file option is nothing but it's going to browse from your device. Okay, if I select this one, it is similar to that. It will just, if you go to this upload option and if you just want to browse anything from your device, uh, you have to, they will go to your, let me see, I'll show you that also. Okay, so you can see they're also asking me for this. Suppose I am, let me see what I have. Let me just I have selected a file and just open it. It will be get uploaded. See, okay, you can see if I scroll down a bit, you can see all the files has been attached. Okay, so another important thing is that link. Now, what is this link? If you select on this link option, they're going to ask you about the add a link option. Now you can add any link over there. See, what is this link? This is also a link. Okay, this is also a link. You see, this is a link. You can also, like this, you can add any link over here. But I will show you how to add link from your Drive. Let me go to my Drive. I mean, how to share your any document and provide the shareable link to your students or anyone in the classroom. Okay, let me select a file type. Search option. See, it has by default taken a presentation. So if I want to search any video file, suppose I just go for videos. Okay, I will just go for anywhere. Let me select a thing that is owned by me. I'm the owner. I'm searching for a file which has been owned by me and I'm just going to search. See, all the videos which I have in my Drive has been shown over here. Now, how you want to provide a link to it? Suppose I want to select this one. Okay. Now, if you want to provide this link, shareable link to your students or in the classroom, if you just select, go to your right click, if you just select a right click, you can see we have this option preview open with share and get shareable link. So what I'm going to do is that attach this link over there. So I will just select the share link option. Okay, this is the fourth option, get shareable link. Okay, now you can see this is the link which has been provided. So I have to just copy this link. See, it is always a very easy thing. Every instruction is written if you follow. It is just copy this link. Okay, now what I want to do is that they're going to ask me two things. One is restricted and another one is anyone with the link. Since I want my students or my teacher to share to view this thing or to edit this thing, I will just select anyone with the link. If you want to restrict also, then you can also go for restricted. If you go for restricted, only the people you have added to this link only can view the file. So I'm not going to restrict my video. So I'm just going to select anyone with the link. Okay. Now what I want is that I don't want them to be a editor or a commenter. I want just them to view my lecture. So I'm just going to select this viewer option. Okay. So once I'm done, I'm just going to select a done option. Okay, so you can see that my link has already been copied. So if I go to my back to my class where I was attaching a material, and if I go to this link option, then in this add link, I'm just going to paste it. That is Control V. Okay, I've just select and paste Control V and just give add link. Okay. So all the files is being uploaded over here. Now I have done the uploading. Till now you have to remember we have just uploaded it, yet we have not posted in the classroom. So if you come to this right hand side, see, if you come to this right hand side, it's going to ask that for means for which classroom. Since I was working in this classroom, that is by default it has taken this classroom. Okay, if you want your material to be shared with some other classroom also, then you can also select this classroom also. See, I have selected this classroom also. So I'm going to post this material to this both the classroom. Okay, now to all the students, now I have to write down about the topic. That is I have to provide a topic. So I'm just going to write, this is a lecture materials. Okay, and after giving a topic, I'm just going to post it. So if you go to your stream, or you will get a notification that I have posted in a classroom. See, let me go to the stream. Okay, see, I have posted a new material data structure. Okay, this is how I am going to upload a material. Is there any problem till this one? Okay, let me then I just go for the gist of my what I have done till now. I have first thing is that I have created a class, then invited my co-teachers and students using this people option. Then after that, in order to provide anything or any notice, something like that, I have to go to the strip and provide it over here. Okay. In order to upload any material, I have to go to this classwork, go to this create option and select this material. And in the material, I am going to upload all my materials. Okay. So I am done with the three things. Now, once I'm done with uploading materials and providing material to the students, so I also want my student to do some assignment, right? So assignment, in order to keep assignment, I will select this assignment option. Now we all know that due to semester pattern, assignment plays a very important role. It consists of some marks division on the assignment also. So it is very important for the student to submit the assignment also in a due time, since it consists of marks. Now, how to provide this assignment? See, I just go on writing the title. Suppose this is assignment 1, so I just write down assignment assignment 1. Okay. So I just write down instruction that please, since I'm going to take this assignment online, so I'm just writing, please attach a file. Please attach file if required. Okay. So I have given instruction. Now, how to give an assignment? See, I might have contained some assignment question already in my drive, or I can also create it. I'm going to show two things. One is that how to attach anything again if you have something in your drive from your drive. I have some question in my drive, so let me just go to my drive and attach our assignment question. Okay. Where is it? Okay, model question. Okay, if I go to this model question, this is a folder, right? I select it. See, there are some questions over here. Okay, so I'm just going to select one of this file. Okay, so I'm just going to select it and insert it. So this is the assignment question. Okay, now they're going to you can see over here, they're going to ask you that student can edit a file or only can view a file. Now this is already a PDF where it consists of a question, and I don't want my student to edit this file. I will just want my student to view this file and provide the necessary file and attach it. Okay, so what if you want to create a new assignment? So I'm just going to select the create option, and I'm going to use a Google Doc to create my new assignment. So see, I've selected doc file. So it will redirect me to a Google Doc page. Now you can see this is an untitled doc. Okay, we are aware how to provide any doc or how to share the doc. This has already been shown. So I'm just going to write here is that I'm going to just title my doc assign assign one, and I'm just going to write certain question like what is so sorting. I'm just typing a question, what is sorting, and another question, suppose explain sort. Now I want my student to what if I want my student to answer in this particular doc? Then I'm just going to provide some space to the student. See, I'm just providing some space over here. Now how to do that? See, I go to this share option. Okay, to post that in my classroom, I just go to the share option. It is loading. See, it is showing that share with people in the groups. That is, they're already my teacher in the classroom. So I have, so they're already selected by default. So I'm just going to do that. Is that I'm going to select it and just I will write done. Okay. If I go to now back to my classroom, I can see this is the title. So if I just refresh it, wait, let me refresh it. You can see the title also there. See, since I have refreshed it, they are showing me this assignment one as a draft. Okay, because I have not yet posted. So I have to go to this edit option. Okay, to go on more work. Okay, if you see, this is the assign one. Now, student can view file, and I want my student to answer in it. Then you just do is that make a copy for each student. If your classroom has a 50 student, then each student will get a copy of this assignment so that he or she can answer it over there. Okay, so I'm done with providing the question of my assignment. Now, very important thing, come to the right hand side. See, again, I'm selecting that for particular this class, I'm providing this assignment. Now, I can assign this assignment to all the students of my class, or I can also assign this to some student of my class. I can go on selecting some of my students. Suppose this, I am selecting few of my students. You participant as my student. For this assignment, but I want to go to this all student option, so I'm selecting just this all student option. So all the student in my class will be assigned this assignment. If you want to grade this assignment, right, we provide marks to the assignment, so I'm just going to grade this assignment as a 10 points. You can write 20, 30, 40, it's up to you. See, this is where you have to provide a due date. So if you want to provide the last date of your submission, so what is the due date? Suppose I want my student to submit it by 19th August. This time is optional, so I can give it or I can also leave it. So I'm just providing at 10 a.m. Okay, so you can see that due date for the assignment is 19th August at 10 a.m. So I am just providing a topic, that is create a topic, since this is an assignment. So I'm just writing assignment. Okay. So this is how I am done. Now this is also important feature, that is a rubric. Okay, what is this rubric? How does rubric work? Now if I go on select a rubric, create rubric, reuse rubric, import from sheet. I do not have any rubric. I have not created anything. So I just create this rubric. What is this rubric? Is that for any numerical subject, like we have a different subject like computer science, then for mathematics or any science subject where you have a diagrammatic or any step-wise evolution, right? So if you want to provide a particular, see, I want to what I want is that, suppose my assignment consists of an diagram and also some programming. Then what I'm do is that I will give this particular 10 marks, that is divide this 10 marks on two things, that is a program code. For program code, I'm writing that I'm providing a 5 marks. Okay, and another is for description. So I'm providing another criteria, that is how to create another criteria. You can see over here, add criteria option. Okay, just select add another criteria, that is I'm going for a diagram. Suppose I want my student to take a diagram, and for that I am going to give a 5 marks. So I have given it two criteria. One is that for program code, and another one is for diagram. So I'm just going to save it. Okay. So rubric will be set. Okay, see the rubric 2 criteria 10 points has been done. So once I'm done with all this thing, I will just go to this assign option. So if I go to this assign option, the students can see in their stream immediately that I have assigned them an assignment. Okay, so let it get updated. See, if I go to my stream option, I can see that I have posted a new assignment. Now, interesting thing, see, if you come to this left hand side, it is showing upcoming. It is a reminder to the student that you have an assignment due on Wednesday by 10 a.m. Okay, this is a very beautiful feature of this Google Classroom. So I have done with my providing assignment and providing materials also. Now, what if I want to give a particular question? Now, for providing answer to this assignment, then the students can also type their answer in that Google Doc, that is I have created, where if they have to answer those two questions, And also they have to provide me with the necessary files along for this first question set which I have uploaded from the drive. Now for that they have to attach the file, right? How to attach that file, how the students going to work, I will show it in the tomorrow's session, that is technical session 2, how from the students point of view. Okay, so first let me do another thing, is that what if I want my student to give a particular question. Okay, so I'm just writing over here, operating system. Okay, I can give you MCQ or short answer. I'm just writing answer in brief. Okay, and I'm going to suppose create a particular question. The difference between this assignment and this question is that in this question option, a student cannot attach a file. A student will be not allowed to attach a file. So I'm just going to create a Google Doc, okay, so where I'm going to provide one question or two question or three question, that is up to you. Okay, I'm just writing one question. It is taking a lot of time. So I'm just writing one question, is that explain memory. So the same thing going to happen. This is an untitled doc, so I will just title it. I'm just writing question 1, okay, and I'm just going to share it. The same way we have done using the assignment, okay. But you have to remember the students cannot attach a file, right? So I'm just going to attach it. So I'm just going to done. Let me go back to my classroom. See, a question has been attached. Now I want my student, let me refresh it, okay. It takes some time to get updated actually. Okay, here I was. So I will just go on for edit. So I'll go selecting this three dot and go for edit option. So see, what I'm going to do is that I have done with this question 1. So if you come to this right hand side, is that I can again provide a marks over here. That is, suppose I'm giving a 10 marks, and let me now assign this question not to everyone but to some student. Okay, so I am just going to select some of my participants just to show how to select the students. Okay, let me just select it. Okay, I have just selected the sports student. Okay. Now I have provided a point. Again, I can give a due date of my essay for answering this particular question. That is, suppose 18 is the last date, and time is optional, so I'm not providing anything. Okay, and just I am going to, you can see over here two options, that is students can reply to each other, students can edit answer. I don't want my student to answer or edit the answer, neither one I want my student to reply to each other. So I'm just going to deselect this both option. Okay, so a student's file, they have to provide me the answer over here. Okay, let me do one thing, is that create topic, that is let me write question 1, and just I will select this ask option, and you can see after that the students can view it in their stream. Okay, if I go back to my stream, then we can see that I have posted a question. See, this is the icon for question. Okay, this is the icon for question, and this is the icon for assignment. So if I go back to my classroom, I am done with giving assignment, question, and material. Now, quiz assignment. Quiz is the process of taking an online classes. Now, to take this online test, it is done using the Google form. Okay, that will be shown by my fellow colleague, that is Polomi, how to create using a Google form. Now, I am left with one important thing, that is a reuse post. So I'm just going to show you how to use a reuse post. Now, when we are going to this classroom, it might happen that we have posted so many lectures to the different classroom or anywhere, or lectures, assignment, question. So, what if I want again to post a particular thing to another classroom? So, what I will do for that is use the reuse post option. See, it is opening. It is taking some time. Just bear with me. It's taking some time. Okay, it is taking some time. Then let me wait for a few seconds. I think we are going short of time, so no problem. I can show this in tomorrow's session also how to
Okay,
reuse a
okay, okay.
post.
Okay,
Okay,
Rituparna.
so I will show it tomorrow. It is taking some time. Let me just stop sharing my screen.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Rituparna, for your lucid representation. I think all of the participants are able to understand what she tried to show you, the how you can use the virtual classroom by sharing your notes, assignment, and question, and video lecture, audio lecture. That is, in a single word, you can say that your teaching material together with video lecture and audio lecture is called learning module. One module is prepared here. So if you go through your chapters, in particularly one module you can select, and for this module, if you particularly give them notes and a video lecture of 20 minutes, an assignment, and a question. And after that, you get the feedback how the student appreciate this one. As a teacher, you have completed your part on the particular lecture. So that was shown by Rituparna nicely. So if you have any problem, you make or ask the question through our WhatsApp or in our classroom or in our chat box. No problem, and surely we will be getting in touch with you in future if you faces any problem to support our beloved student. Thank you very much. I think there is no question. Uh, it's,
Sir,
so
excuse me, may I ask a question?
yes. Is there any question? So next we will meet at dot 4 p.m. Dot 4 p.m.
Sir,
Okay.
someone has some
Yes.
question.
Yes, Sanjoy Mondal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I want to ask a question that the ma'am has uploaded a assignment and some lecture material. Is it possible to
Yeah.
download this material by any student or co-teacher?
To download this material.
Oh,
Yes.
It is all since it is already posted in the classroom. So whatever lecture or PDF or any doc, anything I provide, it is accessible by them also.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
they can also access it.
You can download
Just
it.
I
Okay, no problem. Yes.
Of
This is
course,
the
you have to
24
download
into
it.
74
Anyone
into
can
7
download.
classroom. One
That
student
will
cannot
remain in the this classroom unless and until I as a teacher delete the classroom. Okay, it will remain in the classroom, and anyone in the classroom, whether it is a co-teacher or students, can access those file and also download it. Okay,
And can you show the download procedure?
I can show it tomorrow then, because I have to go as a student view to show that. Tomorrow we will show that how the student, from student point of view. Then tomorrow we'll definitely show that. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I am Shongita Rokit from Chittaranjan College.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, I have a question to ask. That is, since all our classes are, counted in hours, is there any possibility to count the hours in Google Classroom? I mean, how much time we are spending with the students, like as we used to did in our physical classrooms, at 1 hour classroom? Is there any possibility to do the
No,
same?
no, ma'am, no, ma'am. There is no way to count the number of time you are spending. But yes, definitely, you. What we are doing, we have to remember one thing is that this is a learning management system. Okay. Now this is a software. This is where you going to incorporate with your classroom teaching over here. Like suppose I'm telling you, I'm taking an online class. Okay. Suppose I'm taking a class in a Zoom or in a Google Meet. I'm taking a 1 hour lecture. Now this 1 hour lecture is included. Okay. And along with that, since at that time, it will going to show me in the stream option that at what time a teacher has posted or answer any query. So this is a common way of keeping track also, but not that exact mechanical method of like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours like that of counting. Okay.
Okay, Rituparna, I think Sangeeta, from which college you are?
Chittaranjan College, Kolkata.
Assistant professor. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo, that's why you need the time calculation. That can be done. If you go, if you prepare one module, we are saying one module with a video lecture, audio, and lecture notes and assignment. That becomes a one module.
Okay, sir.
And corresponding with that one module, I don't know in which college you are.
Chittaranjan College, Kolkata. College Square.
Kolkata. That is our principal is
Dr. Shyamalendra Chatterjee.
Shyamalendra. I will talk to him. No problem. If you prepare this one, he will allot the hours, and that hours will be given by the principal. Whether it will be a work of 2 hours or 4 hours, and the process is started just. Yeah. Okay. So we have a part to keep the time allotment, because the time is calculated at the time of your promotion. I know it. Okay. Just prepare one module first.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Till 4 p.m. or you return dot at 4 p.m. Before that, because we will start our lecture dot at 4 p.m. So don't request after coming late. Have to repeat. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Rituparna, for your lucid and nice lecture.
Excuse me, may I ask you another question?
Yeah, Sanjay.
Whenever, ma'am, you upload something, that time a mail comes. If I delete this mail, then that material will delete from classroom.
No.
Is it?
No. Nothing will be deleted from the classroom. It will remain.
Actually, all the materials are stored in the Google Drive. So if you delete your mail, it can be removed from the.
Okay, understand, Sanjay.
Everything is saved in the drive.
Everything is on drive. If you delete from your mail, no problem. That will be in the drive, and the class owner is Rituparna in that time. So if she deleted,
sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. I just show this one thing. That is 1 minute. Just if you have this confusion, I should have told this before also. See, if this is my classroom, right? You can see over here there is a class drive folder. Okay. So whatever I will just post in the classroom, including my lectures, assignment, everything, that will be saved in that class drive. Okay. So even if you just delete it, there won't be any problem. So is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
no,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it clear, sir?
I am not. Presentation is not here. Where is the presentation?
Okay, you have not seen.
You will not present it first.
Is it visible now,
Present
sir?
it. Present it.
No, no, no.
I have.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, visible.
Okay. Okay. You can see the classroom. Is the classroom is visible?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes.
It's
Can you?
visible. It's visible.
You can see over here
Yes,
there is a
visible,
class
visible,
drive
visible.
folder, right? Here is where you're going to save all the things that I have posted, that including assignment, video lectures, question, everything will be saved in this class drive. So even if you delete that mail, it will be available in your classroom. Till then you are there as a student or as a teacher. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
My question is when it is necessary to add a co-teacher in a classroom.
It is not necessary. I'm just giving an example. Suppose I have a classroom for semester 2, okay, for my
Mhm.
department, computer science. Now, this particular semester 2 classes are taken by my fellow colleagues also. Suppose two of my rest of my teacher. So I
Yes.
can share this classroom, because all the track of the students, whatever lectures we take, or any assignment, quiz assignment, online test, all will be saved in this particular classroom for semester 2. So it is very easier for us to
To
maintain,
track.
yes, to track everything of the semester 2 students. If you wish, you can also do that you can create your own classroom and your
Another
student.
class.
But yes, that
Yes,
is
yes.
at last, then again you have to collaborate it, so it will to take some time. So we just share our classroom with our co-teacher for that particular semester.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I hope we don't have any question anymore. Uh, sir,
Sir, conclude it.
sir has muted.
Sir. Hmm.
I think there is nobody is here to ask any question. So can I conclude and end up this Ram Krishna?
He has
I
left the
think
meeting.
He has muted, sir. You conclude, sir. You conclude.
Okay,
Please.
so this is end of our first session. So we'll see all of us will meet again at our scheduled time at 4, right? Mridul?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir,
Yes,
at
sir.
4. At 4.
Yes,
Yes,
right? At
sir.
4
Yes,
o'clock
sir. At
we'll
4.
meet again, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Okay, sir.
Riturna
Okay,
and
sir.
Mridul,
Thank
everybody.
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I appreciate. Thank you all participants. We'll come
Thank you,
sharp
sir.
at 4. Come
Okay.
sharp at 4. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you all of you.
আয় না দেখি, এটা শুনতে পাচ্ছি না কেন আমি? এটা গুগলেতে আমাদের ক্লাস চলছে, আদার্স মিটিং চলছে, সাউন্ড আসে। গুগল লাইব্রেরি